Okay, welcome viewers. Today I'm going to present question and answer program on purchasing. The direction is choose the best answer. Question 1. Which of the following is not one of the 6 right of purchasing? A. Right quantity. A. Right quality. B. Right quantity. C. Right supplier. D. Right time. A. Right employment. The answer is A. Right employment. Question number 2. Why does centralized purchasing make quantity discount more possible? A. It allows each department to negotiate independently. B. It consolidates orders from the same or similar materials. C. It eliminates the need for suppliers. D. It increases the number of purchasing departments. E. It prevents suppliers from competing. The answer for this question is B. It consolidates orders from the same or similar materials. Question number 3. A university needs to replenish materials that are regularly used and normally kept in stock. Which purchasing document is most appropriate for initiating the request? A. Standard purchase requisition. B. Bill of materials. C. Purchase order. D. Request for proposal. A. Receiving report. The answer for this question is A. Standard purchase requisition. Question number 4. Which statement best describe a bill of material? A. Document used to monitor supplier delivery performance. B. A document used to compare supplier's price. C. A complete list of material incorporated into a finished product including specifications and quantities. D. A document used to authorize payment to a supplier. E. A record of material received from suppliers. The answer for this question is C. A complete list of materials incorporated in a finished product including specification and quantities. Question number 5. A company has several geographically closed plants that purchase many of the same classes of materials. Each plant has a small purchasing department. Management wants to reduce duplication, consolidate order, and strengthen control over purchasing. Which arrangement would best fit this circumstance? A. Full decentralized purchasing. B. Individual purchasing by each plant. C. Purchasing through users department only. D. Centralized purchasing. E. Purchasing directly from the employees. The answer for this question is D. Centralized purchasing. Question number 6. A manufacturing company is considered decentralized purchasing because its plants are located far apart and have substantially different local requirements. Which argument best describes decentralization? A. It is always produce the largest quantity discount. B. It guarantees a unified purchasing policy. C. It can improve responsiveness to local needs and provide greater plant autonomy. D. It eliminates duplication of purchasing effort It places all purchasing responsibility under one department head. The answer is C. It can improve responsiveness to local needs and provide greater plant autonomy. Question number 7. A purchasing department receives a requisition for a specialized material. The description is incomplete, the quantity is unclear, and the required delivery date is missing. Before requesting quotation, what should the purchasing department do? A. Issue the purchase order immediately. B. Verify the requisition for accuracy, completeness, and adequate definition of the need. C. Select the cheapest supplier. D. Send the requisition directly to accounting. E. Close the purchasing file. The answer for this question is B. Verify the requisition for accuracy, completeness, and adequate definition of the need. Question number 8. Purchasing manager wanted to use competitive bidding for every purchase to obtain the lowest possible price. Which situation would provide the strongest reason not to use competitive bidding? A. The purchase a clear specification and many qualified suppliers. B. The purchase value is sufficiently large to justify bidding cost. C. There is sufficient time for supplier to prepare bids. D. The purchase involves a low value written item available from only one supplier. A. Suppliers are technically qualified and willing to compete. The answer for this question is D. The purchase involves a low value written item available from only one supplier. The answer for this question. Question number 9. University evaluates 3 suppliers using the weighted point method. The criteria are weighted as follow: quality 40 point, delivery 30 point, cost reduction suggestion 20 point, price 10 point. Supplier X receive rate of 90%, 80%, 50%, and 70% respectively. What is the supplier's X composite score? So to calculate this, we have to multiply the rate 90%, 80%, 50%, 70% with the corresponding quality points for the points for quality, delivery, cost reduction, and the price. So when we multiply and add all together, we will get 77. So the answer is D. Question number 10. A firm is deciding whether to make or buy a component. The component can be purchased for 80 birr per unit or manufactured internally for a variable cost of birr 6 per unit plus 8,000 fixed cost. At what production volume will the total cost of making equal to the total cost of buying? Here, calculate this. We have to apply break-even quantity formula. At break-even, total cost is equal to total revenue. So in place of total cost, we can substitute making decision, and in place of total revenue we have to substitute buying decision. So make is equal to buy, which means, so as we can get from the problem here, we do have 800 fixed cost, and we do have 8 per unit variable cost, 6 per unit variable cost and 8 per unit price or unit price, or which contribute for revenue. So the equation is equal to 6x plus 8000, which is equal to 8x. We have to add similar terms. So 6x when we just transfer to 8x or after the equal sign, so it become negative. So we get to x, which is equal to 8000. So when we cancel 2 by 1/2, at the same time we have to multiply 8000 by 1/2, so x, which is equal to 4000 unit. So here the quantity or the point that we are going to decide is at the quantity, which is equal to 4000 is choice C. So the answer is choice C. When we come to question 11, a company is considering whether to make a component internally. It has substantial ideal production capacity, a skilled employee, and a need to maintain direct control over product quality. The supplier's price is also higher than the estimated internal production cost. Which combination of factors must strongly support a make decision? A. Ideal capacity, low internal cost, and need for direct quality control. B. Small volume requirement and limited production facilities. C. Suppliers' specialized research capability and lower purchasing price. D. Desire to maintain multiple external sources and suppliers patent. E. Lack of skilled employees and high internal production cost. The answer for this question is A. Idle capacity, lower internal cost, and need for direct quality control. Question number 12. A purchasing manager is conducting value analysis on a component whose cost appears excessive. The team include purchasing personnel, engineer, and operating personnel. Which question would be most appropriate during the design analysis stage? A. Which supplier has the largest sales force? B. Can the part be eliminated without impairing the operation of a complete unit? C. How can the purchasing department increase the number of suppliers? D. What is the supplier's geographic location? E. How many copies of purchase order should be prepared? The answer for this question is B. Can the part be eliminated without impairing the operation of the complete unit? Is the answer for this question. Question number 13. A company is considering international source. The foreign supplier offers a lower production cost, but the buyer is concerned about the exchange rate changes, longer delivery times, political instability, tariffs, and communication difficulties. Which conclusion best reflect the treatment of the global source? Which conclusion best reflect the treatment of the global source? A. International source should always be preferred because foreign prices are lower. B. International sourcing eliminates domestic supply problems completely. C. The potential for better value must be evaluated against the additional risks and the costs of international purchase. D. International source is appropriate only when domestic suppliers do not exist. E. Exchange rate fluctuation have no effect on purchasing decision. The answer for this question is C. The potential for better value must be evaluated against the additional risks and costs of international purchasing. Question number 14. A larger organization wanted to redesign its purchasing system to achieve the following: uninterrupted material flow, competitive price, reliable suppliers, minimum unnecessary inventory, a strong coordination with user departments, and effective purchasing policies. Which proposal would best create the purchasing system consistent with this objective? A. Allow every department to purchase independently without common procedure. B. Focuses exclusively on obtaining the lowest purchase price. C. Maintain very high inventories to avoid all possible shortages. D. Develop coordinated purchasing policies, supplier relationships, inventory control, and procedures that support the organization's overall objectives. E. Allow suppliers to determine purchasing specification and delivery requirements. The answer for this question is D. Develop coordinated purchasing policies, supplier relationships, inventory controls, and procedures that support the organization's overall objectives. Question number 15. A university must purchase a specialized piece of equipment that is unavailable domestically. A foreign supplier offers better technical capability, but the university faces possible currency fluctuations, longer lead time, tariffs, communication difficulties, and legal issues. Which purchasing strategy would be most appropriate? A. Select the foreign supplier solely because its technology is superior. B. Reject international source because it is always involves greater risk. C. Select the cheapest supplier without considering other factors. D. Purchase immediately before evaluating delivery and legal requirements. E. Conduct a comprehensive evaluation of technical value, total cost, delivery, currency, political, communication, tariff, and legal risk before making the source decision. The answer for this question is E. Conducting a comprehensive evaluation of technical value, total costs, delivery, currency, political, communication, tariffs, and legal risk before making source decision. This is all about today's presentation. Thank you for attending this program.